Oxford has long been known as the city of dreaming spires, and there's plenty here to intrigue the imagination.
Karina!
Hello, Patrick. My friend Patrick loves sharing his insights into this historic British town. The University of Oxford is the oldest English-speaking university in the world. Within these hallowed halls, every building and every monument has a story.
He is the third Earl of Pembroke. He sponsored the publication of the very first collected edition of Shakespeare's plays.
The University of Oxford is actually a collection of 38 individual colleges, with the Bodleian Library at its heart. And while the Bodleian is a working library for students and academics, it can be visited on a guided tour. The Ashmolean Museum is another of my favourites. It began as a gallery of portraits and curiosities, with a catalogue being written by the janitor. It soon became the model of the modern museum.
It was the first purpose-built museum anywhere in the world, and now it is the oldest museum in the world.
And it's free, I hear.
It's free now. It wasn't when the Ashmolean opened in 1683.
And what did it cost then?
Hard to say, because there was no entry charge. There was an exit charge instead.
So the longer you stayed inside, the more you paid on exit.
That's right.
Very clever.
The Eagle and Child pub, established in 1650, provides a look into the creative space of some of the world's greatest authors.
It was in this very room that C.S. Lewis and J.R. Tolkien and a group of their friends, who were known as the Inklings, used to meet to talk about the books they were writing.
For a breath of fresh air, explore the Botanic Garden. Founded almost 400 years ago, it's home to more than 5,000 plant species. Or get out and experience the city's quaint waterways. I highly recommend an afternoon of quietly punting along. Oxford is a city of many delights. We can't wait to share them with you.
I remember when I was a freshman coming to Stanford, I was pretty jittery. I was really nervous, and I was just thinking, wow, I do not know anybody out here, and that can be pretty intimidating.
Stanford was just like the great unknown. Knowing that my family had gone to college, so there was no preparing for college speech about what it meant to live in a room with a stranger you don't know. I was scared about whether I would fit in, or if my personality, my temperament, some of the things I like to do would be Stanford norms, or would have a place at Stanford.
I think that new student orientation is about beginnings. Discovering self, discovering others, discovering who you want to be in this next phase of your life.
New student orientation begins the year here at Stanford. And so it's when all of the new students move in on the same day, and then they go through a series of activities together that bond them as a class.
And that's always important because I met my upperclassmen mentors who really shaped my Stanford trajectory. And they just really made sure that I felt at home and comfortable in my first week at Stanford.
When you come into Stanford, you meet a lot of people. So you might meet someone your first day and they might become your best friend for all 4 years.
One great part about new student orientation and everyone arriving is everyone's getting settled in their dorms. There's this real sense of dorm life and dorm pride.
At our foundation, we are about relationship. Faculty member to student in a research project, or even relationship in the collective, in a whole dorm community, in an athletic team. All of that to say we're not about competing at the expense of one another, but instead raising each other up.
This was a place that I found that I could really count on everyone else around me to have my back. And so when you start talking to other people, you really realize, oh man, everyone else is feeling just the same as I, and you kind of move past that initial nervousness and you really build a community and a home off of that.
Welcome, students. We are so glad you're here.
You are joining a family. When we say a family, we mean a family.
I want to encourage you to embrace this place and embrace its perfection and its imperfection. And to think about where you want to leave your fingerprints and what kind of legacies you want to leave. But also get your sense that this is your big, beautiful place. This is your home.